Welcome to the Jersey City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You, a concerned Jersey City resident there. That's why we do this show, and we do it live. It's live right now on Channel 190 on Comcast Cable. It is live on Livestream.com. It is live on HMG TV shows. It is live on Apple TV. It's live on Google Chrome. It's live on Roku. We're live everywhere. The only place we're not live is on when we do the Hudson County show on Cablevision. And yeah, they keep working. I keep telling them every week, we got something coming. We got something coming. Nothing coming. Now, if you need to get in touch with me, you can go to patshows.com. No, what do we say? Yeah, we can go patshows.com, but HMG TV Shows is the new website name. But you can still go patshows.com. That's okay. It's my old one. And there you can send me an email if you got questions, you got some story ideas, whatever you want. I tell you what, if you have a problem consumer-wise, municipally or county-wise, we are very good at that. Those cameras are very powerful, and we do really well with consumer issues. I have a long list of accomplishments with consumer issues. So if you have a problem, email me. You can tweet me at JC Hudson Media. I think that's all. Twitter, I forget which one it is. Yeah, that's the problem. We have so many, it's like passwords. We have so many different, but Facebook is one thing, Twitter is one thing. But, it's always something, somebody's got your name, so you got to tweak it a little bit. You have a bunch of different ways to get in touch with us, but it's on the bottom of the screen, JC Hudson Media. As I prepared for the show here, there is an issue in Jersey City about affordable housing with 2 police officers. Now, my question is, first off, why is it anybody's business where 2 police officers are living in Newport, but allegedly they're living in affordable housing, a housing that is set aside by agreement with the city of Jersey City for people of a lesser income to live in the Newport section of Jersey City. Somehow, 2 of our active duty police officers, I'm going to leave their names omitted right now, but both of them pretty common names in Jersey City politics. I assume there's some connection there. They're in this unit. And should they be there? I don't know who's on the lease. Now, one of these cops are making $37,000. Maybe they fit in the affordable housing. But my question in Jersey City is, what is affordable housing? And it's a hell of a question. Because when you look at some of the rates that they say for affordable, 1 bedroom is $1,600 a month, that's not exactly affordable. And we're putting these affordable units, again, by the abatements. Mayor Fulop wants to have, I think, on the average, 15% or 20% of the units in any major complex. And there is no such thing as small complexes anymore. They're all high-rises. That's what we do in Jersey City. And that's one of the problems we have with our infrastructure. We cannot handle the density that we're allowing in Jersey City now. Our roads, our sewers, our water lines, they're all geared for a different era in Jersey City. And when we take a footprint that one time had six apartments on it, and we knock down that 6-apartment building and put a 40-story facility there, it's still the same water and sewers. And so that's why these things become so taxed. But Mayor Fulop is trying to disperse the affordable housing throughout the city. Now, is that the brightest thing to do? Now, it's great on paper. Well, people of lesser means can live down in Newport or the Gold Coast or in the Trump building or one of the Newport buildings. The question is, should they? And again, I'm all for affordable housing. The question is, what is affordable? But does it make sense to put families or individuals into an affordable unit in a part of Jersey City, like the Gold Coast down there, where you can make the rent, but you really can't enjoy anything else in that area? And you mean, what do you mean? Well, everything's pretty expensive in downtown Jersey City. It costs more for a donut in downtown Jersey City than it does up in the Heights. Coffee costs more. The stores cost more. The restaurants cost more. Everything is more expensive because it's driven by the expense of the properties there. Rent down in downtown for a storefront is probably 3 times that of what it would be on Palisade Avenue or Central Avenue or MLK Drive. Easy. Now, the individuals who are living in that building in the affordable, they can't afford to eat in that restaurant. They can't afford to shop in that store. They can't afford to go to the corner bodega, or even where they call that down there, because they are not of the means. So I'm not sure if giving people the opportunity to live in a high-rise building where, you know, the average rent may be $5,000 a month, and these are affluent people, you know, places I will never be living. But does it make sense to put people in these buildings? We can get you to rent, but you're not going to be able to enjoy anything else around there because everything is priced out of your salary. So I'm not sure that's the best way to handle affordable housing here. You know, if we're going to have affordable housing, put it in areas where people can actually afford to enjoy the area around. You know, if you're living somewhere, you want to go out for dinner, you want to walk down the street to have something to eat, you know, you want to be able to afford that. And when you go to the Gold Coast, everything is far more expensive down there. It's amazing. Once you get off the cliffs, you know, the cliffs there on Ogden Avenue, Palisade Avenue, once you get down there, you go down the cliff, but the price of living there goes way up. And everything's predicated on the rents and the expenses of that area. So when I read this and it's, well, we're going to have 20% affordable. Well, I'm kind of sticking people in these high rises where, like I said, the average rent's probably $5,000 a month, and everything around them is pretty much out of their means. But we got them an apartment there, but can they enjoy the area there? So then you start to wonder, is this the smartest thing, trying to put affordable housing in these units, or should I take that component of affordable housing and, you know, put it in the Heights, put it in the West Side, put it in the Journal Square area, put it up in Greenville, Lafayette, where people of those means can afford the rent and can afford living in that surrounding area. Yeah, think about it. You're going out, you want to go out for dinner with your family, you want to go shopping, you can't afford to shop downtown. You're just not of that means. And it's a shame, but Jersey City truly is a tale of two different cities. Once I get down those cliffs into that Jersey Avenue section and sliding down towards Marin into the waterfront, things get very expensive. And I'm not sure if it makes a lot of sense to stick affordable housing there. Well, you can make the rent, but you can't afford to enjoy the area because everything's out of your means there. Where, you know, I know Mayor Fulop wants to spread that around, but I'm not sure that makes the most sense. I would like to see the affordable housing in areas where people of, you know, of a certain salary structure can enjoy the building they live in, the rented space, and everything around the building they live in. That's my idea. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. We'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'm here, you're there. Welcome back. Don't forget, you need to get in touch with us. You got Twitter, you got the HMG TV shows, Facebook, we're on Facebook there. Debates, we got another debate tonight, live on Channel 190 here, live on live stream, live on HMG TV shows, live on all our streaming partners. And tonight is Ward E. E, right? Yes, Ward E. Ward E tonight. And we have 4 candidates, 5 running, but we only got 4 podiums. That's my problem. We're going to put a timer up there. We got 4 podiums, 5 cameras. Now you got 4 candidates, a moderator. We got 5 inputs. I know somebody's going to say, well, you don't have more. I can't handle them all. But we can handle 4. Now, if you take an opportunity, you can watch some of the debates that we have done already. We've done Ward C. Terrence McDonald from the Jersey Journal is the moderator there. Ward D, where I'm the moderator and, of that debate. And we just did Ward A with Gerald McCann, the former mayor of Jersey City. Now, it's amazing when I look at the views. Now, we only count our views through the live stream. I don't know what Facebook is doing, whatever, people are posting these debates all over. It is amazing how many people are interested, because this is probably, unless you're civically minded, you're not watching these debates. Anybody watching the debates, I guarantee you, they are going to vote. So that's why it's important we do these debates. You can watch them live. You can see the interaction, the looks. When Greg and Mike are doing the editing, doing the switching, you can see when a candidate is answering the questions. Greg devised the fourth shot where you see all the candidates. You can see the expressions. It's imperative that we get this kind of information out for the judging, and you can see the interaction, you can see the expressions, and it's a great thing about television and editing and or switching. You get to get all the information you can so you can make an informed choice on November the 7th. Now, again, we're concentrating on wards, but somewhere down the line in the future, I'm going to bring in more than just ward candidates. We got county elections. You got the freeholder election. Did you know there's a freeholder election? No, nobody knows there's a freeholder election. Did you know there's council at large candidates? No, because nobody's looking at. These people are skating. The county, municipally wise, here in Jersey City, I'm not even sure we have a campaign. You see some Murphy stuff, and as far as I can tell in Jersey City, the only campaign I really see is Borgiano, Michael Youn, little Chris Gatson. From where I get around the city, occasionally I'll see a pull-up sign somewhere. I don't know if my attention is municipal. Maybe all the attention is on the governor's race, but from what I see from the polls, that's tightening up, and half the voters, they're not sure who they're going to vote for in the governor's race. They don't know the candidates. It's odd how we're in a Jersey City. We're in a new position here. We always had our elections in May, runoffs in June. Now our elections are here in November. For that matter, I should have brought the ballots. One of my kids going to be out of state, well, out of country actually, during the election, so it's absentee voting. She got a copy of the ballot. There were 3 sections to this ballot. You have the state, then you have a municipal ballot, and then you got the questions. This is going to be truly interesting when we get into that election booth. The voting booth, it's going to be like reading a scroll. I don't know how we're going to do that. I couldn't believe how big the ballot was, but this is what we have. But right now, all our concentration here with the civics in Jersey City is on the municipal election. But, it's really a small amount. I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting to see how many people come out and vote. But I'm going to try to get you as much information that you can see these candidates, you can watch them live. Then we put it on live stream, and it's on HMG TV show, so you can go back and look at the debate again. You can fast forward, you can concentrate on some question, so we can make an informed decision. But like I was saying, there's a lot of this that's skating. The county candidates are skating. Statewide, there's assembly people, state senators are up. We doing anything with them? No. Yeah. Have you seen one sign for any of the state senators? No. Now, occasionally I see a little Brian Stack, but even Stack realized I'm running the post here. I'm not. I have no problem. Really, we should be holding these candidates' feet to the fire. We should want to know what the county candidates are thinking, what the state candidates. We got assembly, we got state senate. All these seats are up. But the only ones we're really, again, for the municipality, we're concentrating on the mayor's election and ward candidates. The county at large candidates, they're skating. For that matter, I don't even know how many. I have to look at the ballot. I think we have a lot of county at large, council at large candidates. And what we have is, at least on my end, concentrating on the municipal. Now, battleground wards here in Jersey City, where you don't have strong or you don't have an incumbent. Ward A. That's, we just had that debate. All the candidates very strong, very impressed with Pam and Denise. But I've known those guys for a while, those two. So they really did a great job. But all the candidates did a great job there in Ward A. Ward D, Again, here's a ward that we have a strong candidate in, but you got the full-up aspect to it with Mo Kinberg. It will be interesting to see how that goes. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a runoff in D. Might be a close runoff, but there will be a runoff in D. Another battleground is going to be B, where you got Chris Gatson, but Chris Gatson isn't really a strong incumbent. He's only been there a short time. Unlike Michael Youn, who's been there for 4 years and you can stand on a lot of his accomplishments in the Heights, Gatson doesn't have that, so he can be picked up. Ward E, where the debates are tonight, no incumbent, and the 4 candidates we're bringing in, they seem to be pretty interesting. Really, if you're going to look at strong incumbents, you're going to look at Michael Youn and Ward C with Richie Borgiano. I think Richie, again, if there's 2 wards that will avoid a runoff, it's going to be C and D. It really is imperative that Kinberg gets out there and works as hard as she can, because Michael Youn is not leaving any stones unturned, and the same thing with Borgiano. But really, if I'm looking at the battlegrounds, I threw D in there. A, B, F, you got Jermaine Robinson. Yeah, is he a strong? Again, he's been a council person since Diane Coleman moved up to the county register. So he doesn't have a lot of accomplishments to stand on. So Jermaine is going to be, dependent on the Fulop, the same thing as Kinberg is. I don't know how strong Mayor Fulop is in Ward F and in Ward D. So that'll be interesting. So I'm looking at the battle wards A, B, E, and F. I think you have strong incumbents in D and C, and it'll be close if there's runoffs there. But the important thing is we get the information, you see the candidates you're voting for. We do a mayoral election. I think it's the 26th at the Landmark Lodge. We'll do the debate there, the mayoral debate. So we'll try to get you as much information as we can there. And again, it's a situation where you can watch it live and you can go back and you can review it. Go back to the questions you want to see, watch it as many times as you want, how many times you want to watch a debate. But we're going to try to bring you all the information, the candidates, their platforms, what they stand for, so you can make an informed decision. But somewhere, if we're going to stay in November, and I guess we're going to stay there for the next 10 years, we're going to have to modify how we present an election, because there's a lot of aspects to it now with the county, the state, and the municipal government all up for election. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You, concerned Jersey City resident there. Why we do the show? We do it for you. Try to inform you, entertain, do the best we can. Now, the next topic I'm going to go in here is residency in Jersey City, municipal employee residency. And it is more of a topic for our Thursday show, the Hudson County show, than it is for Jersey City. But, we may want to look at this a little bit more. Now, there was a petition in Bayonne to reinstate an old ordinance from the 90s about residency for city employees. And the town of Bayonne was kind of wink-wink, and they turned a blind eye to city employees who did not live in Bayonne. And, it's a free country. You think, you should live where you want to live. But then when you start looking at residency, maybe there should be some requirements. I think in Jersey City, if you're a police officer, the first year that you're on the force, you have to live in Jersey City. Then after that, you can move. When I look at residency of city employees, probably the only city employees I wouldn't have a problem with living outside Jersey City are cops, because it's just the uniqueness of their job. You know, if they're living in the city, you know, some guy that they busted for speeding traffic or drugs or whatever, you know, it's so easy to find out where everybody lives now. They could go to a guy's house or a girl's house, a female officer, a male officer, or to the schools where their kids attend. You know, I can understand the police living outside the boundaries of the city. But outside of that, now I have a problem understanding that. You know, in Bayonne, their petition fell short because the city clerk erred in the petition. He misinterpreted another ordinance about how many signatures you needed for the petition. Now, being in Hudson County, we could say this had something to do politically, you know, a little gerrymandering of the count or political influence, whatever the case is. It might just be an honest mistake. But after you get past the police, all city payroll employees should live within their boundaries. If you're taking money from the taxpayers of that municipality in your pay, yeah, maybe you should live there. Maybe, let me take the word maybe out. You should live in that city. Because when you live outside the city and you get your paycheck, and you go home, you deposit it, and you're paying your rent, or you went out for dinner, or you went shopping, or you bought gasoline, or you had your car service in, you know, wherever, Woodbridge, Bernardsville, whatever the case. None of that money recycles its way through Bayonne or Jersey City or any of whatever town we want to talk about here in Hudson County. That money, if you're a city employee, you should live within those boundaries. So when you're spending money, it stays within, a good percentage of it stays within that municipality. And when you're spending money in that municipality, that creates jobs. If you go out to dinner, or you buy clothes, or you're buying a bike, whatever purchases you're making, or whatever how you're spending your money in that municipality, it creates jobs. When a city employee lives outside the city, and of course, listen, they're spending the money outside the city. They're not coming up back to Bayonne or Jersey City or North Bergen when they're living in, Toms River. They come up here to spend money. That money is spent in a different municipality. So and now when you start to think about it that way, say, yeah, you know, the city's putting bread on your table. You should live within that city. You also, if you're living within the city, you get to know your neighbors. You get to know the issues in your community. And you can communicate that far easier to City Hall than a civilian. So, you know, there's a problem with the street sweeper or the garbage pickup. They drop the garbage all over the street, which we do in Jersey City. Yeah, you can always tell when it was garbage night. You could go back to your superiors, or you're in City Hall. You can stop by and say, Mayor Fulop or Mayor Davis or whoever, say, you know, the guys who pick up the garbage, they drop it all over. Because that employee who works in City Hall has greater access than, you know, the average citizen does. So it makes sense. You have firsthand knowledge of your neighborhood's issues if you're a city employee who lives in the city. With the exception of cops, I have a hard time trying to figure out what employees should. You know, and the situation in Bayonne had to do with the business administrator, almost like all the department heads for the most part were out of the town. You know, in Jersey City, Mayor Fulop made it a point that any of his department heads would live within the city. And I think for the most part, Mayor Fulop has lived with that, or he's made some exceptions here or there. But if you look at the arguments I just made there, it makes sense that the employees who receive a taxpayer-funded check from the municipality, they should live there. But it just stands to reason, the more you're in that city, the better it becomes for that city. You know, from, again, knowing the issues in the town, in your neighborhood, you know, you're involved in a block association, even if you're not. Like I said earlier, you're at City Hall. You can make it. If you work at DPW and you see a problem with potholes or the garbage pickup or snow plowing, you're right there. You could, in Jersey City, go up to Pat Stramato or John Lynch, say, you know, they didn't do a good job plowing. You know, we got this pothole on Summit Avenue that's been there. You're on that site. The more we have city employees living within the city, the better it is for the city. And more importantly, the money is spent in the city. And the more you spend in the city, the more we create jobs. And the more we can create jobs in Bayonne or Jersey City or any municipality in Hudson County, the better off it is. Because you want to combat crime? We have an issue here in Jersey City. We're going to talk about some crime statistics in a little bit. The best way to combat crime is jobs. Now, I've said many times on this show, when I was a kid in Jersey City, all I had to do was walk out the door, you found a job. It wasn't, accounting or, Wall Street, but, you worked in a gas station, an auto repair, you loaded trucks, repaired tractor trailers, whatever, for a young guy, any of those jobs. ShopRite, used to work in ShopRite. You go up to Journal Square. If you wanted the job in the old days, all you had to do was walk to Journal Square and only take a couple of stores before you got something there. There was always employment. Back then, you had the can company, Western Electric. We had a lot of jobs in Jersey City. One of our problems with crime, we don't have jobs. We don't have jobs anymore. That's one of the problems we have when we talk about bikes. I may get into bike safety and protected bike lanes and traffic and, one of the problems bikes don't work in most of Jersey City is most of us don't work in Jersey City. We don't have jobs here anymore. All we do anymore is build condominiums or apartments, and we build them on commercial properties that were once commercial and industrial. The more we can create jobs, the more we can combat crime. The more money that is spent within the local community, the more you create jobs. So yeah, the situation in Bayonne, I think the situation is the same in Jersey City. If you're getting a paycheck from that city, unless you're a cop, you should live in that city. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Now to get our fill of sports, mainly Hudson County High School sports, but we like to throw a little Major League stuff in here. Let's bring in from the Hudson Reporter System, Jim Haig. Jim, welcome.
Hi, Pat. How are you today?
Doing good. I got my coffee. Yankees are tied up. What do you think of last night's game?
I thought it was a great performance by the Yankees. They showed me a lot. Severino especially showed me a lot, bouncing back from the game against the Twins. He was in control from the beginning. You could see he was a totally different pitcher. He was throwing with confidence. He was throwing hard. And the first 2 innings told the story for the whole game, that he was in command. He was pumped up. He was throwing 98. His slider was on the black. He was not going to get beat. And then when the Yankees reached Bauer for 4 runs in the second inning, that game was over. I mean, because Severino was not going to give up 3 runs, more than 3 runs. He was that dominant. And sets up a really, really interesting Game 5 for Wednesday night.
Yankees bats are back. They've come to life. Now, Aaron Judge, what did he strike out? 3-4 times yesterday?
4 times, but he had the 2-run double that made the game 4-0. So, but 2 of the times he was called out on strikes, and especially the last one was about 1.5 foot outside, and they called it a strike. So it looked ridiculous. But it's going to be an interesting game tomorrow, Wednesday night. They're facing Corey Kluber, who's the top pitcher in the American League the last 2 years, 17-2 this year with a 2.11 ERA. And he's going up against CC Sabathia, which Girardi and the Yankees are hoping that they catch a little lightning in a bottle, because Sabathia, although he was good the other night when they blew the 8-3 lead,
Sabathia has the temperament to pitch into a big game. He's been there. He's the guy that stabilizes this rotation. And
I
really, don't have a
agree,
lot
but
of
he's
choices right
nothing
now.
more. He's nothing more than a number 4 starter. He's got he's pitching on guile more than anything else. And you said they don't have another choice. Well, Sonny.
That's the great thing about the internet. Sometimes you have dropouts. Let's pick it up with Sabathia again. You got concerns about
Okay.
the 37-year-old lefty pitching against the Indians. I think, well, there's not a lot of a choice, but I
do,
think he's a
'cause
good
he's not
pitcher
the
for it.
I think he's a very good number 4 pitcher, but if you're facing an elimination game, you want to have your ace. Okay, so you don't have your ace, but your number 2 is Sonny Gray, and they pass it over Sonny Gray to give the ball to Sabathia, who is not the same pitcher as he was when he pitched for Cleveland or when he pitched for Milwaukee or even early in his Yankee career. He's doing it on guile and a lot of sliders. But you're taking a risk by giving the ball to Sabathia. We'll see. The odds, I think, are against the Yankees, but still, for them to get to Game 5 is a major accomplishment.
Well, I'll assume everyone's in the bullpen. You know, if Sabathia has a bad first inning, second inning, they're going to go to Sonny Gray. They're going to go to the next man up. They're not going to let anybody sit in there for 5 innings.
Correct. They're going to all men out. You know, whoever's there is going to get a chance to throw tomorrow. No question.
Before we get into the high school, what do you think of the Astro Red Sox?
I wasn't surprised. The Red Sox stumbled home. They didn't play well at all in September. Their pitching was dreadful down the stretch. And once the Astros got Verlander, that pretty much put them in a class by themselves. And the Astros having Verlander and Dallas Keuchel is a dangerous 1-2 combination.
It was odd how the Astro manager handled it yesterday. It looked like he was in an elimination game because he brought Verlander in.
Right away. It was straight. He wanted to win that series and get it over with and have 6 days rest for his team. So he wanted to get it over with. He did it the right way.
Well, we got some exciting baseball coming up, but what's going on in Hudson County sports? Bring me up to date.
Well, I was at a very exciting high school football game on Friday night, which pit number 1 in the state, St. Peter's Prep, against number 2 in the state, DePaul Catholic of Wayne. And incredibly, St. Peter's Prep was losing 21-7 with 7:45 left to go in the game. And they scored 1 touchdown with 5:45. Held DePaul to 3 and out, got the ball back, and scored the next touchdown with about 2:13 left to go in the game. And instead of kicking the extra point and sending the game to overtime, Prep head coach Rich Hansen showed a lot of guts by deciding to go for 2 points. And he, instead of taking his quarterback and sprinting him out right, he sprinted Masai Maynor out to the left where he had no chance to throw the ball. There was a run-pass option if he went right. But he ran left, which meant he had to get to the pylon on his own, and sure enough, he did. And Prep won the game 22-21. And it was one of the most thrilling games I can remember down at Caven Point. It was a great game.
They're the head coach that's secure in his position on that team. Because, and
Well, he's been there for 30 years. So, well, he's been there for 30 years.
Kick it.
Yeah, 99% of the coaches kick it, but he's been there for 30 years. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. And incredibly, he did the same thing in the 1989 state championship game against St. Joe's of Montvale. They scored the touchdown to make it 21-20. And then everybody thought they were going to go for the extra point to tie it. And he went for 2 and got it. And they won the state championship 22-21. Same score. It's pretty amazing how that all played out. It was very similar. Stakes weren't the same, but it was very similar in the fact that both times Hansen went for 2. It showed a lot of guts by doing so.
Well, he's consistent with his coaching decisions again. He must know the opposition.
Yeah,
he knows his players.
29 years later. Yeah.
Well, it worked
29 years later,
ago.
he was very consistent. Yeah, 29 years ago, he was very consistent, and I just happened to be at both games. I was there on the sidelines in 1989 in Montville, and I was doing the PA announcing at the game on Friday night. It was a thrilling game, and it was one for the memory books, especially for St. Peter's Prep football. And
Anything
it
else? We
cemented
got
their
55
place.
seconds.
Wow. Well, the St. Peter's Prep plays Bergen Catholic this weekend in Oradell. Again, it'll be number 1 against number 2, and the Prep has their work cut out for them this weekend. The Bergen Catholic is very, very good. That's going to be another war. So they're going to go from one war to the next.
I bet Bergen Catholic will be on guard for that 2-point conversion.
I think so too. I think everybody will be now. Everybody will be watching it.
Now, are there any good wide receivers we can get from St. Peter's Prep for the Giants?
No, right now, but the Giants should. There's a wide receiver who's sitting in his living room in Lyndhurst right now by the name of Victor Cruz. That nobody's saying anything at all. And yesterday, McAdoo said he's not an option. Well, I don't know why he's not an option, because he's sitting there not working for anybody.
Jimmy, good to have you. I'll see you next week. Go cover the game. Tell us what happens with St. Peter's Prep on Tuesday. Thank you.
You got it. Thanks so much, Pat.
All right, we're going to break for commercial. That was Jim Haig from the Hudson Reporter System. We'll be right back.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show as I get rid of my gum. You just seen Jim Haig from the Hudson Reporter System talking about a great game with St. Peter's Prep. I got to get more and more into the high school sports. We got to do even more than what we're doing with Jimmy Haig. I got to get Jim Haig in here in the studio, like to interview some of these kids. We'll talk about it as we proceed on this season here with Hudson County and the Jersey City shows. Now, I mentioned before about crime in Jersey City, and the best way to combat crime is jobs. And our municipalities here in Hudson County have been doing a pretty good job. Now, I'm a Jersey City guy. And, somebody was just shot a block away from my house. Actually, I kind of just missed all that. Individual was killed on Graham and Central. I had just walked my daughter to her car, helped her put stuff in her car, and off she was going. And I'm walking back to the house. I said, let me make sure I lock the doors of my car. And checked the car, got back upstairs, and a wife was taking out the recyclables. And now there's lights flashing all over the place. And I told my wife, I said, listen, go around the corner. I didn't hear anything. Make sure Evelyn wasn't involved in an accident or anything. So it goes around. About 10 minutes go by. I'm like, oh, man, I better go down there. And then she comes back up. She goes, somebody was shot. I said, where? It's right on Central Avenue. That's what all the police in. Huge situation. Young man, 37 years old, was walking down Central Avenue, Union City resident, but his father lives on Central. Was shot walking with his brother. We have a crime problem in Jersey City. Now, the biggest crime section in Jersey City is up in Ward F, MLK Drive. And again, I go back to jobs. Now, coming into the election, we were going to try to have Tyrone Ballon. He's one of the candidates in Ward F. I'm going to guarantee you, as I bring these candidates in, whether on the Jersey City show or the Hudson County show, each one is going to talk about jobs in Ward F, in MLK on Ocean Avenue. The same thing coming up in the Heights. We got to create jobs. Now, later in the show, I'm going to talk about the Amazon bid. There's 4 finalists here in New Jersey. We're one of them. And one of the candidates tonight, Rebecca Symes, she wrote a letter to the Jersey Journal about encouraging Jersey City to go after the Amazon bid. You know, as soon as it was mentioned there was an Amazon bid, I'm texting with Mayor Fulop, texting him stories about it, and he said, Pat, I'm way ahead of it. But violent crime in Hudson County, for the most part, has decreased. Number 6, top 30. Now, NJ.com did the piece, the top 30 in violent crimes. We didn't have anyone in the top 10 in Hudson County, which is a credit, because densely populated, probably the most densely populated county in the state. Real credit to all the mayors here. Now, number 16 was North Bergen. North Bergen had a 8% decrease in violent crime. Violent crime is almost 17 people for every 10,000 residents of North Bergen. Now, if you know Nick Sacco, you know, the king of North Bergen here, Ray Dow, the chief. Nick Sacco is somebody who's involved in his town every day. Sacco rides around North Bergen. He is very hands-on. You know, try to find a pothole in North Bergen. Credit to Nick Sacco, his staff, and the police department. Excellent job. Bayonne with Jimmy Davis, ex-cop, by the way. They're number 14, and they had a drop of almost 9% in violent crime. But 22 residents to every 10,000, 22 crimes to every 10,000 residents in Bayonne. Now, again, good job by Bayonne and their police, and of course Jimmy Davis being an ex-cop. Now, what is surprising here is Union City, number 12. It had an increase of 26% violent crime. There is something wrong with these numbers, because when I talk about Nick Sacco being hands-on, Brian Stack is really hands-on. It is not unusual to see Brian Stack cruising around Union City at 2:30 in the morning, just making sure everything is copacetic in Union City. He's the director of public safety, also the mayor in Union City, and I'm telling you, it is not unusual to see Brian Stack at 2 o'clock in the morning making sure his police are where they're supposed to be. They're on patrol. There aren't people hanging out on the corners. You know, Brian pretty much did away with bars in Union City. Anything that could create crime, Brian got rid of. And it took him years. And that's the thing with mayors like Brian Stack and Nick Sacco. These guys want to be the mayors of their communities. They're going to be the mayors this year. They're going to be the mayors of their communities for as long as they want. They don't kick cans down the road, those two guys, because they're going to be down the road. Now, the 26% increase, I didn't get an answer to this yet from Union City. I'm going to tell you something. If there was a 26% increase in crime in Union City, Brian Stack would be out in the streets like some old-time Western sheriff with 6 shooters in each hand before he allowed crime to get out of hand. So I'm not sure if there's a reporting issue with Union City. They didn't give numbers, or they didn't give numbers the proper way, or the numbers were misconstrued. But I'm going to tell you now, there is no way there's a 26% increase in violent crime in Union City. Brian would never sleep. He'd be on those 5-hour energy drinks 24 hours a day. Now, what they're saying in Union City is for every 30 violent crimes to 10,000 residents. 10,000 residents, 30 will be involved in a violent crime. And I tell you, in Union City, I find that hard to believe. But I'll get an answer to that. I was looking for Alex, but there were so many things going on in Union City. You just had the situation with the motorcycle crashing into the cops. A young kid was hit by a garbage truck, so I'm trying to get answers the same day. Alex in Union City and Mayor Stack were very busy. Jersey City, my home, was number 11, with a little more than 8% drop in violent crime. And in Jersey City, it's 47 violent crimes for every 10,000 residents. That seems a little steep. Now, we talk about crime in Jersey City, and there are crime issues. Well, I'm telling you, Mayor Fulop and Jimmy Shea, the Director of Public Safety, they are doing everything they can. We're hiring cops left and right. But, you know, hiring more cops isn't the answer to our crime in Jersey City. Again, it goes down to jobs. We have to encourage job development. We have to create jobs any way we can. Now, I'm telling you, every time there was a violent crime in Jersey City, every time somebody is murdered in Jersey City, I think we're at 16, 17 murders this year, I guarantee you, Mayor Fulop is banging his head against the wall like, what more do I have to do? Well, Mayor Fulop, we have to create jobs. And when we come back, I'm going to talk about the Amazon bid and creating jobs here in Jersey City. And it's imperative that we do that. I don't need any more condos. I don't need any more apartments. You're watching the Jersey City Show? I'll be right back.
Panepinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panepintoproperties.com. Panepinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You a concerned Jersey City resident. That's why we do the show. We do it for you, and we do it live here on Channel 190, on livestream.com, hmgtvshows.com. Wherever there's a stream. Now, this show also goes up to YouTube. Hopefully, we remember to put it on YouTube. Sometimes we forget that here, but we're trying to make more of a YouTube presence. Amazon. We are in the running to get Amazon's corporate headquarters, which allegedly has 50,000 jobs attached to it. And I doubt they're going to have all 50,000 people transferring in here, so there's jobs to be had. Now, as I understand it, is from, administrative vice presidents right on down to the fulfillment centers. As I understand it, it's a headquarters and a fulfillment center, so you need a lot of property. This is an ideal move for the city of Jersey City to do all we can to bring Amazon here. Now, here's the case we talk about tax abatements, and this is a situation where we got to throw everything we can to get Amazon here. Whatever we need to do to get them here, if we have to give things away for 10 years to get them here to bring these jobs, gettable, available jobs for Jersey City people. Now, again, I know we can't just say, got to hire Jersey City, got to hire Jersey City. But if you're bringing this many jobs to Jersey City, supposedly 50,000 jobs, we got to get a good percentage of that. Now, our problem here is, if we get lucky and we bring in Amazon, somehow we've got to get a workforce that can intersect when Amazon moves here. Because there's got to be construction, there's got to be a lot of work. They're not going to move here Tuesday. They're going to take a while. It's going to take a couple of years. In the interim, if we get Amazon to come, we got to train a workforce to intersect when Amazon gets here. Now, Jersey City's in the running. Where would Amazon be if we were to get it? Now, my conversations with Mayor Fulop and our texting is Dogpatch, my old part of Jersey City, right on the foot of the Hackensack River, St. Paul's Avenue, Duffield Avenue, James Street, all the way down there. Where nobody goes, where the old public service was. Where the Route 7 bridges, where the horrible Charlotte Circle or whatever that is exists. Dogpatch is a huge piece of property. Public service is pretty much abandoned property that needs some cleanup, I'm sure of that, and there's still some sort of a public service presence there. But for the most part, that whole area down there, with the exception of, a new building on James Street, is old, dilapidated trucking terminals all spread around, and little warehousing, Nicholas Galvanizing's down there. That is an area in need of redevelopment, industrial development. No apartments, no condominiums, industrial jobs. Now, if that spot isn't big enough, and that, it's amazing to say that because it is a huge chunk of property down there, then the county owns the Copper's Coat. property directly across the Hackensack River. I think it's about 165 acres. I might be off on that. We were going to sell that to the state. The county was going to sell that to the state for the Arc Tunnel. New Jersey Transit was going to stage their trains there, but that fell through. Whatever development plan seemed to fall through with Copper's Cove. Right now, that's good. So if Jersey City needs to partner, we can partner with Hudson County again to bring Amazon in here. Between Dog Patch and Copper's Cove, we can handle it. We got all the space they need. Now, one of the things, they want a population. Hudson County is probably 700,000 plus, but our neighboring communities, you know, we can match the million population they're looking for. We can pull from New York, we can pull from Bergen County, Essex County. You know, you can get to Jersey City. Highways, that's part of what Amazon's looking for. Well, we got Route 109, Route 280, you got the Turnpike, you got Route 78, Route 3, Route 17, Route 46, the Parkway. We have all the highways you need. Airport, they need to be located near an international airport. Well, there's Newark Airport. You can see it from the Hackensack River. You can wave to the pilots sometimes when they're coming in for a landing. Not an issue. We can actually talk about freight rail service because the rail lines are up there on West Side Avenue. There would have to be some modifications that you can get trains in there where you can load to the train. You know, anything can be done if we want to do it. But there's freight. Actually, we have barge docks on the Jersey City side. There's still a concrete barge dock that was in use when I was a kid. That's still there. I don't know what shape it's in. It looks okay, but I'm not a barge dock engineer. And on the Copper's Cove side is the shipping dock, where occasionally you'll still see the ships come in there. There's a macadam road paving, the word is escaping me right now, asphalt plant there. And you'll see the ships go in. So there is docks. So you got ocean, you got barge, you got shipping. All this is right here. And again, Copper's Cove is owned by the County of Hudson. So if we need to make a partnership with the County of Hudson between Jersey City with the Dog Patch property, which is a huge piece of property, but maybe not big enough for Amazon. Again, if we're talking Amazon, we're talking about some couple of acres on the waterfront, ain't gonna work. Dog Patch is our answer. And along, if necessary, partnering with the County of Hudson. We can pull anything off that we need. You know, they might talk about a bridge connecting the two. I suppose we can do anything. There is a bridge there. We probably could put, you know, a footbridge along the train trestle bridge that's there. If there is a will, there is a way. But, you know, all you have to do is go over to one bridge and then you're on the other side. You go over Route 7 bridge, well, which is about to become a very new bridge. That should be done in the next year or so. Everything Amazon's looking from the activity of the state with the new bridge and the new, you know, work on the Skyway and all the entrance and exit ramps going in, we're in the position to take advantage of this. We just got to make sure we tweak this, that it's an offer they can't refuse. Property-wise, we have it between the Dog Patch property, and again, that's everything from James Street down to the Hackensack River, from the highway, Route 109, all the way down to the PS&G coal plant, which I think we're about to close. I think they're closing that, so that's even more property. And you got the Copper's Cove property on the other side of the Hackensack River. All you have to do is go over the bridge. So between the modernization of our highways and our bridges and the Skyway, our location to the Newark Airport, highways, 109, Turnpike, 280, 78, we're in a perfect location. As I've said many times about Jersey City, location, location, location. You know, can we run the light rail? Well, I'm sure we can run the light rail right alongside the Hackensack River from West Side Avenue. If we're talking long-term planning, 50,000 jobs with Amazon, I know Mayor Fulop is pulling out everything he can. So here's something you can put in that hat. If we have to partner up with Hudson County with the Copper's Cove site, we partner up. What a difference 50,000 jobs in Jersey City would make. Think about that. We're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show. Got about 3 minutes left. This weekend at the Landmark Lowe's Theater, October the 15th, Sunday. There is a big event at the Landmark Lowe's Theater. It's part of the Heritage event. They're going to try to help the people in Puerto Rico from Hurricane Maria. There's stage show, there's acts, there's salsa, there's speeches. You know you're going to get some speeches. I think it's around 3 to 4 hours. I believe, go to the websites, actually get in touch with the County of Hudson, go to the lowesjersey.org. I'm sure they'll have the information. I'll have more information for you on the Thursday show. Anything you can do to help. The biggest thing they need right now in Puerto Rico is money. So if you can donate $5, $10, I think the entrance fee is a donation of $25 for the event on the 15th of October. That's this Sunday, $25. All that money is going to help the victims of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. They are in seriously bad shape there. It's going to take a long time for Puerto Rico to get back on their feet. We here in Jersey City and Hudson County, we are surely going to help. Again, that's this Sunday, the 15th, Landmark Lowe's Theater, right on Journal Square. You're going to have a good show. It's a good cause. Now, I'll have more information for you on Thursday's show as we get closer. I'm sure Junior Maldonado and Bill O'Day and Mayor Fulop, they'll start to narrow down what the guests are and what the program is. You can be a part of that. Be there Sunday, October the 15th. Landmark Lowe's, you get a show. You're helping out for a good cause. The money is going to help the people in Puerto Rico. Jersey City has stepped up big time, so has the County of Hudson. Now you get a shot at stepping up also. All right, we're pretty much out of show. I did want to get into Safe Streets. We got tonight's debate for Ward E, so 6 o'clock tonight, Channel 190. Make sure you tune in. You're going to have 4 of the candidates here from Ward E. I believe the moderator is Al Sullivan from the Hudson Reporter System. Spoke to Al, I think, Thursday, so he's setting up. Now, when I come back next week, I might even talk about these safe streets, because there was a question that came up in one of the mayoral debates about safe streets, protected bike lanes, and pedestrian safety. I'm starting to wonder, what are we trying to create here in Jersey City? But I want to get into more details on that, and so I'll probably save that till Tuesday. I'll bring you up to date on where we are with Amazon, and of course the event here on October the 15th at the Landmark Lowe's. If you can be there, $25. You can't go wrong. You're helping the people of Puerto Rico. I'm Pat O'Melia. I'll talk to you Thursday on the Hudson County Show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you then. Good night.